today's project, we need to replace the valve cover gaskets on my small block Chevy valve covers. I keep having a problem with them leaking, and they like to leak right back here in the corners because the oil really pulls up back in this corner here, and when you're getting on it, it really runs back there and it will come out. So it's getting to be annoying. I've been fighting it for a while. From what I understand, a lot of people have issues with their small block Chevy valve cover gaskets leaking. So today we're gonna silicone these. They recommend the cork gasket, and to silicone the cork gasket to the valve cover, not to the engine of the car. So we're going to do that, but I got a new tool to try out, and this is my Melif cordless caulking gun. And if you don't know about Melif, I've done a couple videos on their products before, but they make tools that work with your DeWalt battery. So I'll be able to take my DeWalt battery, put it right onto this tool, and we're going to put, I have the big tube of caulking that we're going to use, which I've actually been using out of an old school caulking gun. So we're going to take that out of there. We're going to unbox this bad boy, slap it in there, and see what we can't get done. All right, so let's start with an unboxing of the Melif caulking gun. I did already open up this box and have it out, so I can't be 100% honest with you that this is the first time I'm opening it, but I did put it back into the box, and you are going to see how it came shipped to me. So this is the tool, and we got an instruction manual. Don't need that. So we should be able to, it's actually pretty nice, but I tell you what, it feels really good in my hand. It has a good weight to it, which is nice. And I kind of like, I think this is the release. Yep. So unlike your traditional caulking gun where it uses this kind of spring-loaded mechanism on the back here to keep pushing the caulking forward, and when you let go, it keeps pressure on the caulking gun, so it will actually end up pushing out more than what you need. With this, we shouldn't have that problem. The way this works is when you're pushing out your caulk, keeps trying to say that politically correct, it actually will stop and go back just a hair. So here, we'll put this on there so you can see how it starts going, and then watch them let go. See how it backs up just that little bit? That takes the pressure off the tube so that it doesn't keep squirting out on us. So let's see if we can't get this thing running. I guess first things first, we would push this button, slide that all the way up. Oh, I don't have too much left. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to clear out this tip of all this old caulk. You don't want old caulk in your tip, or you're going to have a bad time. We'll be back in a moment. Alright, so we got her all loaded up. The tip is all clear, and we are ready to start going. Ignore these spots here. I did a little bit of clearancing to get it around the intake manifold. I thought maybe it was holding it up a bit, but I did cut this tip open a little bit more too because I want to put it on pretty thick. I'm really hoping that this seals up this time, so let's give her a shot. You ready? Oh man, oh my god, that's way more than I thought was going to come out. Holy crap. How do I slow it down? Can I slow it down? And we got an instruction manual. Don't need that. Found it all? Oh man, I guess I got to move faster because I cut that tip a little too big. So let's try that again, only faster. Ready? Here we go. Oh my god, dude. That's insane. That's way too much. And we got an instruction manual. Don't need that. Melif, I wish there was a way. Oh, there is a way! No wonder why. Let's take it down to a 3 and see what a 3 does. That's half of where it was. Oh, still way too much. I said I wanted it on thick, but not that thick, Melif. There we go. Let's take it down to a 1. Let's see what a 1 does. Oh, way better. A 1's where it's at. Look at that. Oh, wow. Is this nice? Stop. Look at that. No drip out the tip. Melif, I'm sorry I doubted you for not having an adjustment. That's my bad. I made a little bit of a mess. I'm going to be honest with you. I wish I would have realized that setting button. I probably should have read the instructions that I threw over there in the corner. Don't need that. Not going to lie. But I wish I would have read the instructions so I would have known a little bit more. But I will tell you one downfall of this tool that I did not like. I'm at the tail end of my whatchamacallit, my RTV. And, I mean, let's be fair, I just dumped a shit ton of it out whenever it was set on the highest setting. But there was still some left in the tube that I could put into the old caulking gun and get out, where this would not get it out. So, you definitely don't get your entire use out of a tube. That would be my only negative to it. But for the price of it, I don't think it's that much. I'll put it up in the description or whatever, but I want to say it's about 70 bucks, 80 bucks, 90 bucks, something like that. It's under $100. And you can already use your batteries that you have, which is really nice. Not a bad deal. I'll definitely use it again. I'll definitely remember to keep it on that lowest setting. It worked a lot better at that setting. I wouldn't have dumped out so much and made such a big mess. But Melif, not bad. Let's get back to getting these together and getting them on the car. So this one is drying and not too much of a mess, but I definitely made a mess. Not happy about that. But that was my fault for not reading the instructions and throwing them to the side and making a mess. Where are we going to put you? We're going to set you right up on top of here. Alright, number 2. I tried to scrape as much of the RTV off of the other valve cover that I made a giant mess with. Or this was the one I made the giant mess with, I think, yeah. And I tried to scrape a bunch of this off. So let's just go ahead and finish it up. See, I still have a decent amount of RTV in the tube. And the other gun was done pumping that out. So that would be a negative. And if you know the price of this stuff, it's not the cheapest. It's not like a tube of caulk. I think that tube right there is like $30 or $40. So I definitely want to get my full money's worth out of it. Let's smooth this out a little bit. And we're going to make another giant mess, but that's okay because I'm so insanely sick of these valve cover gaskets leaking. It has been the bane of my existence. I've been just dealing with it for months now. Ever since I put these heads on my car, I feel like all they do is leak. So, all right, that is one gooped up valve cover gasket, or valve cover. Let's drop the gasket on here. All right, we got the gasket in here, and we do want to make sure that we are lined up with the holes. So I'm just going to use this. I'm going to go all the way through because I want it to pull all of that RTV material out with it. But you want to make sure that as this dries, it lines up in the right spot so that when we put it on the studs, it slides right on there without any issue. And I'm going to let this sit for a little bit of time. Enough that, you know, I think they usually say RTV should sit for at least an hour or so. What's it say on the tube here? Can we read it? Instrucciones. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. Directions. Blah blah blah. Allow 24 hours of fully cure. Let dry 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour, and then we'll tighten it down. So, all right. So I'm pretty happy with that. I am going to push this down in here, and then we will be back in roughly an hour and put these on the car. Man, there is a lot of RTV in there, and I am here for it. I hope to God that this time I don't have any more leaks, because it has been very annoying. Shout out to Kojak for getting me a bag of rags. If you're any type of mechanic like I am, you go through a lot of rags, and you love getting them for free. Alright, so let's get these back on. I already got the passenger side on. Went on pretty smooth. So let's throw this driver's side on. Line it up, line it up. Alright. Put the spark plug wire organizer dudes on there. We're going to wipe those down, but that's fine. Put these little spreader bar guys back in. And then we'll take our wing nuts here. Oops. And we'll start spinning these bad boys down. All right, we're all back together. Both sides look good. I'm gonna let this sit overnight so that that RTV can seal up good. But in the meantime, if you want to check out Melif Tools at their website, and if you use code KP Racing, you'll get 10% off your order. So give them a shot. They have stuff for DeWalt, Milwaukee, Makita, and blank down the last one. We'll see you next time.